Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 9 of the Infernal Gaming Podcast. I'm your host, Blazed Inferno. If you're new to the show, hello, and thanks for coming by. And if you're a returning listener, welcome back. I always say we got a good one today. We got a short one today. Today we're recording this podcast on July 25th. So literally a day before it comes out. You know what I mean? Because it'll be out the 26th. And I have one co-host with me today, man. This is going to be a more personal podcast than most. No Rambo today. It's just me and my boy EKnight. EKnight, say what's up to the people. Let them know what you got going on, man. You know, shout out your little YouTube success, man. Go ahead.
Yo, what's up, everybody? EKnight17 here. Got to fill in for Rambo. So the weather today is 79 degrees with a low of 72 and a high of 88. 2% chance of precipitation, and the pollen levels are high as fuck. So bring that Benadryl. I just recently hit 100 subscribers on the Couch Combat channel, so I'm fucking hype. I'm doing a 100 sub special, which is why I haven't posted anything. If you guys are still sub to my channel, it's a lot of editing. So I'm probably gonna have something out either today or possibly tomorrow.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, and you can follow me at Twitter for dumb memes, or follow me on Twitch. Speaking of which, you're close to hitting affiliate, are you not?
Yeah, I'm 8 followers away, man. It's just
fucking followers, dude. All you have to do is press that little heart button and follow my mans.
Yes, sir, man. Make sure you follow Couch Combat on YouTube, man. They just hit 100. Proud of him, man. He's been doing this YouTube shit for like, when did you start Couch Combat? That was like 2016.
Yeah, but like I'm inconsistent with it. But now I'm actually gonna start being consistent, so it's gonna be great.
You heard him, y'all. You heard him, man. If you want consistent content, Halo, you still do the Rainbow Six shit, or?
I'm slowly phasing it out. I'm gonna upload the clips that I have, but for the most part, Siege in general is just kind of just in terms of gameplay, it's a fun game to play, but in terms of playing it, like ranked and everything, there's just so many little problems with it that just snowball into a big issue, and I'm just no longer interested in playing it. I'll like occasionally play it with my friends, and that's about it. Like,
man, I can't get enough of Siege right now.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's how it is in the beginning, and then you play the same maps against the same strats, and then there's like all these fun little bugs that people get. It's great. Also, how's DDoSing on console? Because we have cheaters nonstop.
I have not experienced any of that. I don't think so.
Have you played ranked?
Yeah, from time to time. Yeah. No. I play unranked.
Okay, I see. So you don't have to worry about it as much. If you go in a ranked playlist, it's totally different. Plus, you're probably going to encounter people with precise aim because they're using a Zim to play on mouse and keyboard.
Okay.
And yeah, it's just if you're going into ranked, just don't be mad if you lose. Like, especially on console.
Yeah, I feel you on that, man. Feel you on that. And of course, I'm your host, Blaze Inferno, man. You can follow me on Twitter at Blaze Inferno. You can follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/BlazeDexInferno. Make sure you follow that one, man. Like my man EKnight said, I'm 8 followers away from affiliate. There's gonna be big plans in motion when I get there. I always talk shit about PC. I've been doing my research. You know, it's just because I want to do more when I get to that plane. So once I get to affiliate, there's a lot more that I got in store. It's gonna be just a lot more different content that I'm gonna be doing. And you can follow me on YouTube at Blaze Inferno. If you're watching the video version, you can of this podcast at least, you can like, subscribe, do all that, leave a comment, let me know how y'all feeling the show and all that. And just remember, you can take this podcast with you anywhere. We're on Spotify and Google Podcasts, so there's more ways to listen to the show than just this video version. Or if you already listened to it on Spotify, thanks. But definitely check that YouTube out, man. I got something I got planned, kind of for the off season when we're not doing the podcast, because the whole goal is maybe after episode 10, I don't know yet, because I do have the next couple shows kind of like quote unquote booked up, like things that I want to do. The show is going to eventually go bi-weekly. So in between those weeks, I'm going to have like something else I'm going to be doing on YouTube, maybe like a short video, just to keep you guys attention while we're, not recording a podcast. But like I said, this is episode 9. We're going to get straight into it. This one's going to be a short one. We just got a bunch of news articles. It's been slow for news this week, but not really. There's been a lot that came out. There was Tennocon, and then there was the EA Play event. So a lot happened. We're going to start off with Tennocon. Well, before we get into that, EKnight, I just want to know, since you ain't been playing Rainbow, what the fuck have you been playing, man?
Halo.
Of course.
Halo Reach. That's Halo right. 3. Halo 2 on occasion. I've been playing Halo. I've been playing Apex. I finished the Battle Pass in Apex. Maxed it out.
Yeah? Oh, shit.
It's not hard. You just have to play a lot of the game. It's not like Fortnite where you're like, unless they change the system since the last place. You need battle stars, and the only way to get battle stars is doing challenges.
Challenges, yeah.
Yeah, there's challenges, but there's also like you level up through XP, and you get 1 star, which contributes. And if you get like the first 30 battle pass things without doing any challenges, the rest of the weekly challenges will pretty much bring you up to 110.
Okay.
It's not a hard battle pass to grind out.
So there's 110 tiers?
Yeah, there's 100 tiers, and then the 10th tier is like a different version of the same gun skin.
Okay.
So I think this season was the Spitfire skin. It's like a dragon.
Oh shit! Damn, I kind of want that. That's my gun.
Like a metallic dragon. No, it looks pretty fucking cool.
They're gonna nerf the Spitfire, by the way.
They already nerfed the Spitfire.
They're gonna do it again.
Okay. I'm waiting because the last nerf didn't really do much.
That's what I'm saying. That's why when I get that gun,
I think, I'm like, so it's a Spitfire.
The gun still shreds.
Still shreds.
Crazy thing is, you don't even have to aim down sights with it. It's still pretty fucking powerful. But
oh yeah, when you're up close, yeah, pull out.
Where you at on the Rainbow Six battle pass? You didn't get it.
I got it mainly because one of the characters I main, Nook, has a ghillie suit headpiece.
Oh, yeah, it's like tier 100.
It's tier 99. I'm like halfway there. I'm at level 51.
Damn, you're higher than me. And I damn near play that game a lot.
Passively playing it. Oh, you play unranked. That takes way too long. Play quick match.
That's what I've been doing. But you told me to play unranked because you get more XP.
You do get more XP, but only if you like you're winning.
Oh, okay.
If you play a lot of quick match, even if you lose, you still get some XP, and it's a lot faster generally because you don't have to pick and ban. You don't have to pick and ban maps or ops.
I forget where I'm at on the Rainbow Six battle pass.
Generally more rounds. So if you get up to your goal in unranked for grinding out the battle pass is to get 9 rounds because you want to win the most amount of rounds in unranked.
Okay.
Which would be like 5. But that would require you losing every other round. Whereas in quick match, you just have to win 2 or 3, and then you're in the next match. Plus the queues for unranked and quick match are unranked takes longer. Quick match, you're getting thrown into a game that's already ongoing.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys know if you've been following me at twitch.tv/BlazeDXInferno, you already know what I've been playing over there. I've been playing a lot of Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I love that game, man. I have a love-hate relationship with it. It's just that there's not a lot of games that do what that game does, and does it even half as decent as like a Metal Gear Solid 5 or like a Wildlands or a Breakpoint. That's why I enjoy that game so much. It's a very tactical open world game, and it's like there's just a lot of different elements. Even though the AI teammates kind of break the game a little bit, I do enjoy it a lot.
Didn't they break the game in the first one?
Not really. Like now they have like these abilities basically. Like all your AI teammates have like abilities like you do. So like the one chick Fury, she has like a scanner, so she can literally scan all the enemies in the camp for you, and you can see them behind walls and shit. And I'm just like, damn, like it's kind of broken.
Yeah, it is pretty broken.
Then Fix It has his little attack drone, so he's able to like hold his own. And I think the sniper, I forget what the sniper has. He has some ability. I have no idea what it is, but it's like a very fun game, man. Especially when you just don't, like I have like all my settings, because they have something called world parameters. So you can literally set how you want your game to flow. Do you want it to have the RNG loot shit, or do you want it to be like a classic Ghost Recon experience? So I have it on the classic Ghost Recon experience.
Yeah, the loot shit is what turned me off.
Yeah, you could turn that completely off now. Like
That's
it's gone.
Good. That's
like
good,
it's gone.
because that shit was so dumb.
Yeah.
I was like, I played the little beta thing that came out before it launched, and I was like, I got a regular sniper, and I saw this super scary ghost dudes, and then I just shot them in the face from like really far away, and they just kind of stood there dying.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck is this game?
Yo, it's weird because it's a looter shooter with numbers, but the numbers don't matter if you get a headshot. It's not like Division where it's like you shoot them in the head, it does more damage, but they don't die. It's weird, man. But I think a year ago they changed it to where you were able to turn off the loot shit.
Oh, so like I like the older Ghost Recon better.
Wildlands is fun.
Huge fan of the series because I only played it with you, and then I fell off, which is like normal for me. But I don't like paramilitary looter shooters, mainly because it's too real. They try to be as realistic as possible, and then you fucking unload an LMG into a dude with like a bat, and it takes them your entire clip to go down.
Yep.
It's like,
that's why I don't like Division like that. I like Division, but it's like,
I like the concept for Division. I wish it was more sci-fi based. Like,
yeah, me too. Exactly.
Against dudes with like super soldier style, like that's why they can tank shots, or they have like realistic, or not realistic, but sort of sci-fi battle armor that like can prevent them dying. And just explain away the fact that I'm literally like Destiny. It's like, all right, I'm putting all these shots into this big dude with a gun, but he's an alien from a different planet, and
makes sense.
Power. So it's like, okay, I can suspend my disbelief why I shot this dude and he didn't die immediately. But for a realistic paramilitary looter shooter, it's like rando with a bat running up on you, and the only explanation I get for why he can tank a shotgun blast is because he's on drugs. That's like the closest explanation. I was like, well, what about all the other paramilitary dudes that are not on drugs? What about my character who gets like shot in the face? And I'm like, fine. I know I'm not on drugs, so like, what's going on? But yeah, and plus a lot of the enemy design in some of those are just kind of lazy. They're either regular dudes with sniper rifles, regular dudes with shotguns or rocket launchers, occasionally maybe a vehicle, but that's usually what all you get. And if you like that kind of thing, that's fine, but I just don't.
No, I feel you on that.
Division 1's final boss, a fucking helicopter.
Yeah, holy shit. Yeah, you made me remember that. Yeah, that was just out of pocket.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm glad in Ghost Recon at least you could turn that shit off, because it's like it's more fun that way. And then with the ghost parameters, you can like tweak certain shit. So you can make it as realistic or unrealistic as you want, or you can make it somewhere like in the middle. So you can make it where there's no fast traveling, or the only way to heal is through bandages and healing items. You can make ammo really scarce. You can make it to where you have no radar. There's just a slew of different things where you can make it just really realistic and cater to you.
I like that. That should be standard for a lot of these military shooters.
That's why I like it so much. Like I got mine like kind of in the middle where it's like it's realistic but not like too realistic. So I got my radar still, but shots do a good amount of damage, and I don't heal after getting shot at. Yeah. So it's like I can take minor damage to critical damage, and just I can just limp a little bit to I can be limping a lot, and I'm not gonna be able to move. So like I really enjoy that concept. They managed to keep this game alive. There's another update I just saw last night. I was playing it. Another update coming out. It's called Motherland, where they're bringing back the chick from Wildlands, and I guess there's a whole new enemy type that's moving in. So, I mean, people are playing it. That's the thing. Like, people are playing the game. So, I mean, I think that Rainbow Six event, a lot of people enjoyed that. The 2 DLCs that came out. So yeah, I've been playing a little bit of that. But I've been playing a lot of Destiny 2. I'm back into Destiny 2, grinding out. Just did the Solstice armor. I don't have it the Majestic yet. I just got the regular fucking armor without the ornament and shit. But it still looks cool. But the grind after that is fucking insane. Like, the one you gotta make like 5,000 orbs. The one is like you gotta kill like 200 combatants in the Crucible and shit. There's like so many grindy challenges. And there's 3 on each piece of armor. So you got 3 on the helmet, 3 on the gloves, 3 on the chest, 3 on the boots, 3 on the cape. So the grind is insane. I'm grinding out that battle pass. I literally just started maybe like a week or 2 ago. So I got my battle pass up to like 17, 18. So, and I think I got like 29 days left in the season. So we're going to see how far we can get. I think I'm like pretty invested in the Destiny right now. Because there's nothing else to play. I've been playing Skyward Sword on the side. A small little, not a review, but a review. I actually really enjoy the motion controls for it. They're way better than I thought they were going to be. Very responsive, way better than people said they were on the Wii. And it's just a relatively fun Zelda game. It's hard to look at sometimes graphically, but I mean, you don't play Nintendo games for the graphics. You kind of play them for the experience, the gameplay. I think. I don't know. But that's what I've been playing. That's what EKnight's been playing. Let's get into this, man. Let's get into our first news article. You ready, EKnight? Let's do this, man.
Yeah, let's jump right into it. All
right. So, like I said, Tennocon happened this week. We got a whole bunch of information on Warframe. Warframe is a game that I used to sink hours into. Me and EKnight, we used to play it way back. I think maybe like 2014, 2015. This was like a game we were always playing.
Definitely sunk more time in it than me. I think that was during the days when PS4, I was like a year or 2 after PS4 came out. Destiny's out. I think we got bored of Destiny because the content ran dry and we were looking for other shit to play.
And Warframe is that game. And it's
free and we were broke, so that's what we play.
And Warframe is totally different from back in them days. I think I jumped in maybe like a year or 2 ago when it first came out on the Switch or something. I played it. And it was just, Switch? Yeah, hell yeah. And it actually runs really good on the Switch too.
That's surprising.
Yeah.
You play Apex on the Switch.
It's trash. I already tried it. It's so bad. They could have kept that. They could have just gave us a mobile version of that shit.
They do. They have a mobile version. I don't know.
It's not out yet.
It's coming out, and it's gonna be just as bad.
Well, with Warframe, right? They got an open world now. They got PvP. They got like so many different things. But the good thing about the developers over there at Warframe is they really listen to the community, and me personally, I really enjoy that. They always listen. They're always adding things. It's totally a free to play game. There's a bit of a grind if you don't spend any money, but it's not like a boring grind. But they announced that Warframe is getting cross-play. It's getting cross-save across all platforms.
That's dope.
So if you're going out the crib and, you want to go take your Switch with you, you're staying at like an aunt or uncle's crib and you don't want to bring your PlayStation or something, you just bring your Switch and you can just cross-save with your Warframe game. It's pretty dope.
No, it's all about the Steam Deck.
Oh yeah, well, with the Steam Deck coming out and shit like that.
Steam Deck.
Yeah, I mean, but you got cross-play, which is something that I'm looking forward to because that allows me to play with, the bros over on PC. That's saying if you guys want to get back into Warframe. Nope. I think when this update comes out, it'll definitely entice me to play Warframe. I think the game as of right now is like very solid. And from a lot of people is very unappreciated because, like I said, they're one of the few developers out here that really listen to the community. And you can tell, like, this is something that's been requested for a long time. And they were working on it. And now they're just like, yo, we got it coming out. It's across all platforms. So it's like, even the Switch, even the Steam Deck, just everything. Like, if you want to play on PC one moment and the next minute, for some reason, playing your PS5, I don't know the fuck why you would. It's there for you to do it. It's there for you to do it. EKnight, I don't know if you would be interested, but I know when this update comes out, I'm definitely going to be on Warframe. I don't know about you. I know Gundar said he's excited. He wants to get back into Warframe.
To be honest, I don't really like Warframe's whole setting. That's about it. That's
you know what? I actually agree with that too. Like the weird space ninjas, but not ninjas. But
I think the space ninja thing is cool. I just don't understand the setting enough to really get into it. Like,
yeah,
I can get into Halo because it's like closer to where we are at in life right now. Like,
yeah.
But also aliens. And then it's like, oh, but humans are like just starting to go out to the stars. Whereas Warframe is just high, like far-flung future, like sci-fi. Like if we're gonna compare the two, Halo's setting is more of like just starting to get out there. And we're like a Starship Troopers type thing. We're just starting to get out there. Whereas Warframe is like Guardians of the Galaxy or fucking Destiny or just like flying around. Like Destiny's more relatable mainly because we're still on Earth.
Yeah.
But Warframe is like you're not even I think you're not playing as human, you're playing against them. And there's a lot of questions that I had when I first started the game and that don't necessarily get answered. I don't know if they do now because I haven't played it since we played it way back when.
Yeah.
I know there's been a lot of updates, which is great. I'm glad the community is like benefiting from this and they're having a good time. But it's like, for me personally, I just don't see myself playing this. It's just, to me, it's the setting is meh. And then there's also the fact that it is a looter shooter.
No, I definitely understand that because that's how I feel about, like, when I play Warframe, it's more like I'm enjoying the combat. More than I'm enjoying anything else. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on story-wise. I'm not interested in the lore and shit like that. So I completely understand where you're coming from with that. Like, this was a game, like, I used to play with, like, Warren in them a lot. Like, because Warren was, like, really invested. Like I said, Gundar, he has, like, all these Warframe primes and shit. So you can tell he was very invested. I think I'm going to just hop back in just because, like I said, it's one of those games where we don't get this from developers a lot, where they actually listen to the community. And I just want to I want to just see what that community is all about. I'm not saying I'm gonna dive, you know, balls deep in like I did back with Destiny, because I'm deep with Destiny again. Like all I can think about is Destiny.
If you enjoy the combat that much, it might suck you back in.
Maybe. Like it's got PvP, but Gundar was telling me like nobody plays it. Nobody plays the PvP. It's just everybody just kind of does the open world and the semi-open world shit. But like that's enough right there to just keep you engaged for hours and hours. And
I don't doubt that there's like a lot of content to explore.
I just think right now, with me at least, there's not a lot of games that are coming out until fucking October. I think the first game that's gonna kick off like the gaming season for this year is probably gonna be Metroid, right?
There are 2 games that I'm interested in that are coming out, but there's one of them's got a huge issue. If you want to talk about it real quick, it is the New World MMO by Amazon.
Oh yeah.
You heard about them breaking
Of course
GPUs.
I have. Yeah, of course.
It's interesting because I have the beta and I played it and I actually liked it.
Like, yeah, everybody likes it. I know a girl. She's a streamer.
Yeah.
She's been playing it nonstop since Tuesday.
That's a good thing to hear, because I enjoyed it. I was like going in expecting it to be just kind of mediocre, and then I realized the combat's actually, you have to aim to hit shit, and it's a sprinkle of Souls. All right, people are saying Souls-like combat. It's not. It's a sprinkle. It's just the fact that you have to hit shit and dodge and actually like kind of plan out your moves. The AI could be better. As far as the open world AI that I got to experience, but I stopped playing when I heard about the GPU thing happening. So I'm still kind of on the fence whether I'm gonna play the actual final release, because I did buy it technically, or just return it and wait to hear what I see about the reviews. But it is gonna be out on console. I know that, and if I ever get a PS5, it might be a chill game I can just get on there.
Yeah, I seen it.
Its graphics aren't exactly like, the vistas are great, but it's like an ESO. I'm not really blown away with the art design. But yeah, no, there's the fact that it literally was breaking shit, and apparently it was an issue in the alpha as well.
Oh yeah,
they just never fixed it. So I don't know if it's a graphics card thing, or if it's the software from New World telling the graphics card to just bypass all the safeties just to get all this juice out of the graphics card. Either way, it'll be interesting when it comes out on consoles to see if it does the same shit, like brick consoles, because of how it bricked graphics cards on PC. I'm just curious if it's gonna happen.
Who knows, man? I hope not. I heard it was like something to do with like the game coding, so it's not. It has nothing to do with people's hardware. It's more of just the way the software relays things to the various parts in the PC. I don't know. I've been watching that one Twitch streamer I told you about.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shout her out real quick because that's the homie. Her name is Black Harley Q. Follow her on Twitch. She's pretty cool. But she's been playing it, and you could tell like it looks like a very immersive open MMO game, and I think I could put a couple hours in.
Yeah, it's got a point to the crafting. Like there's a reason that you actually craft in the game instead of just farm loot. Like you have to craft bullets and arrows and shit, and there's different ammo types.
Okay.
So that there's like a reason to farm shit. There's a reason to go out and pick kind of like a crafting thing and team up. Like ESO is like got a really great crafting system, but at the end of the day, it's like you're just crafting a set to go better with this monster set that you have to grind and grab.
Yeah.
And like that's fine if that's the gameplay loop, but this one seems more like it's going to be, hopefully balances player created weapons and armor with the open world weapons and armor. Like I hope it does that, because if not, it's just gonna be like ESO. But I do like the combat more than I do ESO's combat. So there's that. And you actually get bonus damage if you get a headshot. So
what's the other game you're excited for?
Aliens Fireteam.
Oh, I forgot about that, man. Yeah.
I just saw a preview gameplay for, I think it was the first wave of missions on another YouTuber that I watched occasionally, Kevin Dewitt. He does a lot of like ESO, Fallout 76 stuff. So he was playing it, promoting the game. It looks solid. It's like a third person Left 4 Dead with aliens. And it's, I believe it's 3 players. There's 5 classes. And it comes out in August, and I want to play it, but I also, again, am cautiously optimistic because every time Aliens gets into the video game space, it's like a 50-50 coin toss on whether or not the game's going to be fun or terrible.
Yeah.
So, like, Isolation was the last good Alien game I played, and I think before that was AVP. Everything, like, Aliens Colonial Marines was terrible. Even the multiplayer was terrible. So
I'll never forget that day. That was a funny day.
That was a terrible day. They fucking lie. That was so bad.
That was a funny day.
They literally Gearbox got in a lawsuit over that because they took the funding. Supposedly they took the money that was meant for that game to put it back into Borderlands. And I'm like, dude, this is why I'm also kind of like fuck Borderlands for the most part.
I didn't even play 3. I didn't even play
3 was unfortunately not that great. The writing wasn't that great for 3. The storyline is terrible. Like it's so different. It feels so different from 2, or even the pre-sequel. But like, oh, it's just bad. Anyway, Aliens Fireteam comes out in August around the same time New World's supposed to come out. Hopefully it'll be good. I'm waiting for reviews, but. What's the next article, sir?
Yes. But just to kind of piggyback off of what you said, only game I'm excited for, it's coming out, and it's already been out, but I'm trying to act like I'm broke, and I'm really not, but is Hades is coming out free on the Game Pass at the end of August.
Oh, shit.
So I'm waiting on that. I'm not super excited, but like that's like everything else I want to play is coming out like October and shit. So that's why I've been on this type of this wave where I've been playing like Ghost Recon. That I'm back into Destiny because I know Destiny's just gonna take me away and take my mind off the fact that there's nothing to fucking play. But that's it. Let's move on to this next article.
Yeah.
This is the one I kind of want to spend a little bit of time on. I want your thoughts more than mine, EKnight. Tom Clancy's XDefiant is a free-to-play first-person shooter game that's coming out from Ubisoft. I don't think they have a release date or anything, but they had this big announcement earlier this week that they're saying, oh, there's another Tom Clancy game that's coming out. Everybody thought it was Splinter Cell. And then they said, you know what? It's not Splinter Cell. It's actually another fucking arena combat faction-based ability game.
Oh, right. I saw the trailer for this.
Yeah, yup.
Yes, this is gonna be kind of stupid, but
are we gonna play it? Hell yeah, I'm gonna play it. I'll
try it, but I'm gonna tell you right now, based on what I saw in the trailer, the kill death time versus like the fact that you have healers, I don't think it's gonna be that. I think it's gonna just be probably fun to play if you play a specific class, and unfortunately, I think that specific class or ability is going to be the shield guys that you can shoot through your own fucking shields.
Yeah,
which I'm expecting to be nerfed immediately upon release because that's kind of broken. Like, I don't know how this is gonna be. Like this is confusing to me because it's like, all right, so like we have Siege, which is a tactical shooter by Tom Clancy, where you're going up against specific operators with gadgets. So each operators have counters, but everyone dies in usually the same amount of bullets. It doesn't take a lot to kill people. And then I think on the other end of the spectrum is going to be, I mean, not PvP wise. PvE wise, PvP wise, it'd probably be Division, which is more RPG like, because you can fight each other in Division.
Yeah, in the dark
so
zone.
This is going to be their middle ground, but my issue is the time to kill. Like,
I don't know, man.
It's going to be like Siege's time to kill, which it seems like it's going to be very hard to get into, because that game has a high learning curve, and arena shooters usually are supposed to be kind of simple to get into, and the nuance comes from how like mechanics work, like how equipment works, how the guns work, right?
Yeah.
So like Overwatch has characters with unique abilities, and you can classify it as an arena shooter because it kind of is. But this game is like, oh, what if we took COD and then gave people abilities like in Division / Overwatch? Or they're trying to be kind of like a Team Fortress 2 style game.
That's the vibe I get. I get like Team Fortress 2 when I look at this.
But even Team Fortress 2's kill to death ratio is a lot higher than
hell yeah.
Like the classes come with specific weapons, where this seems like it's pretty much you can use any gun and then just pick any ability.
Yeah.
Rather than it being like, oh, I'm a pyro main, or I'm a soldier main, or I'm a tracer main from Overwatch, or I'm this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
Like, it just seems like I'm going to use the most meta gun. After a week or two, there will be a meta. Meta gun, meta ability, which will probably be the shield, and meta gadget thing, if there is a third thing. And that'll be it. That'll be this game.
Mm-hmm.
They need to have like some way to show HP above people's heads, I guess, or show that you can tank a headshot. Because the way I've seen this trailer, it seems like it's just regular Siege, but instead of being kind of like limited by the movement and an objective, you're just running around killing each other. I don't know if there's respawning in this game either.
Yeah, like this game reminds me like Black Ops 4 for some reason. Like I get like a weird, like my issues with it are this. All right, like, just to give you guys a little insight, right? When I watched the trailer on YouTube, it was probably out for like 3 hours. The like to dislike ratio was kind of tight. It was more dislikes than likes, but it was like pretty close. It had to be like 500 likes, 600 dislikes. So it's like there's like people feel exactly how I feel. Like I don't like the art style. I don't like this using this Tom Clancy name, and it's like not in a serious space, because Tom Clancy games in the past and the books are like super serious games, man. They're like really realistic. They're not like this fucking, sci-fi-ish fucking books and series. It's like, no, this is like, I just don't like the art style. I think the art style could have been a little better. I guess
it's like World's Edge on current
Apex.
It's colorful, but it's also grungy.
Yeah, like, and I just
the world like around you is grunge, but everyone that's in the world is colorful. And
yeah, it doesn't fit.
Yeah, it's got a weird contrast. I don't really like that. Some people, I personally don't.
I just think I sell game Ubisofts. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. I have to pass you, you guys.
That's an L just yet.
L.
It's a free to play game. We don't know how they're gonna monetize it, and we haven't played.
I'm gonna hold out on that fridge. I'm gonna make sure it's nice and fresh when we give it to you.
But
do we have a release date?
A hype trailer for it. That's all.
Yeah. Let me see if we got a release date for it. XDefiant release date.
August 5th is what I could find. It's not live.
Oh yeah. It's August 5th?
August 5th is the closed beta.
Okay.
It's not going to come out till probably 22.
Okay. XDefiant release date. 5th. Yeah, I don't got anything. People also ask, will XDefiant be on Switch? Honest to God, I feel like that's where the fuck it should be.
Honest to God, I don't think it'll perform well on Switch.
It won't, but I like I said, like I was kind of disappointed by this because, like I said, I want a fucking Splinter Cell game. Ubisoft has a weird little plan they got going on. I think I talked about it 2 podcasts ago, or maybe a podcast ago. I think it was last week, where I said that Ubisoft has a plan to make all of their games basically free to play. Yeah. On this point out, like,
you brought that up.
Yeah, and I think this is it's a good concept, but the wrong people behind it. Because Ubisoft is going to monetize the fuck out of this game. We all know this. Like, it's not rocket science. Like, this game's free to play, but this game is going to be expensive if you really invest in it.
But, you know, like, if you the only thing you're investing in, because it doesn't look like there's heroes, right? So
not yet. Yeah. Not yet.
So
not yet.
They could add that later on, but right now it just looks like it's just skins, gun skins, and cosmetic shit. So hopefully they go that route and not go, oh, well, if you want this new gun, you have to pay $29.99 for it, like in Warzone, or do this free-to-play challenge that'll take you 9 years, and by the time you get the guns, the meta is this new gun we released, and we nerfed that gun into the ground. That's, I don't know.
I don't know how I'm feeling. I'm gonna give it a try because that's what we do over here. You know what I mean? We gotta try it out so we can talk about it. But like I said, I'm gonna put that L in the fridge because at this point, it's like Ubisoft may be a little deaf. I think everybody's been asking for a new Splinter Cell game, and we get this instead. And it's like, I get it from a marketing standpoint. It's easier to sell a multiplayer game because then you could just charge it as a live service and you could just constantly get money in. I get that. But again, going back to what I said about this free-to-play time that they're on, because, I don't know if we talked about this. I know I may have talked about it on the solo podcast, but they have a Division game coming out that's free-to-play called The Division Heartlands.
Yeah.
So it's probably safe to say, like, this is going to be the new way Ubisoft approaches their IPs and games and shit. We're just going to be getting a bunch of free-to-play, multiplayer, live service games, because they're really the only ones that's still doing this fucking live service shit like that.
What are you talking about? Everyone's doing it now.
I mean, everybody's doing it, but like, they're the ones that's like every fucking game is a live service. Even the single player games, fucking Valhalla, live service shit. You got Boost and shit. It's like,
you mean microtransactions?
Yeah, like Ubisoft is
live service usually means that the game comes out and then they support it for an extended period of time, well beyond the length of the original. Like,
yeah. Well, you could tell that's what a lot of these games.
Well, Valhalla, I think they're getting one last DLC and then they're moving on to the next game.
From what I heard,
that's going to be their live service version of Assassin's Creed, and then maybe Far Cry is next.
What I heard was Assassin's Creed Infinity isn't coming out until like 2013, 2014. I mean,
2014. Bro, it's already out. Bro, it came out last night.
2023, 2024.
Jesus.
So it looks like, because they already said it at E3 this year that they're supporting Valhalla for another year. There's supposed to be like another DLC coming out, and then there's supposed to be like mini expansions coming out that'll push the game a little longer into the cycle, keep people playing it. I just don't think every game needs this. Like I said, like Valhalla could have did without the time savers, and this is why I say Valhalla is a live service game. They finally add like the game. A lot of people's complaint with Valhalla was there's no swords in the game. There's just daggers, sickles, knives.
Oh, really?
Axes. Yeah, there's the only version of a sword is a two-handed sword, like great swords and shit. So there's no like one-handed like swords, like broadswords and shit. They finally updated the game, or I think they are updating the game to where there's gonna be swords in the game. So it's like, that's why I say it's like a live service. Like they're continuing to support it every season. The beginning of a real life season, like spring, summer, fall, winter. There's an event that happens in the beginning of each. Like there was a summer event. There's probably gonna be a fall event. I just think Ubisoft needs to chill with this fucking with this live service shit that they're doing. Like, it's hopefully Far Cry 6 is good, because I want to actually try it. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it on release. I'm probably definitely gonna not buy it on release, because I never really play Far Cry games that long. I play them for maybe like 5-6 hours, get bored of doing the same shit, and then just drop it. But 6 actually looks really interesting. I may buy it for like $30-$40 and see how I feel about it. But
I have a wiener dog in a wheelchair. Like, I don't know what's going on with the Far Cry series at all. I fell off after 3. So I fall off a lot of these franchises, mainly because it's like there's either a huge gap between releases, or I'll see it, I'll go, no, and then just like go play something else.
Yeah. Well, let's get into the next article, which kind of brings us into the main topic of the podcast, basically. EA Play happened, and I thought they were going to show off a couple games, maybe a new Star Wars game, maybe, some of their old IPs. I don't know. I thought like Medal of Honor was coming to shit. But we were right. We were definitely right about some of our predictions on last week's episode, or maybe the episode before that. I forget which. We got so many. We don't have a lot of episodes, but at this point, it feels like it. Just briefly, season 10 of Apex is in 13 days, 12 days. I think last time we played Apex, when we played on twitch.tv/ BlazeXinferno and Couch Combat over there. You know what I mean? Follow us on Twitch. There's 14 days left in the season. Season 10 is coming. We got a new legend coming out. His name is Seer. He's a recon op. How you feel about that, man? I know you had a lot to say about another recon op. How you feel about that, man?
I'm confused on his abilities. Based on what I'm getting, he can track you through your heartbeat. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it said heartbeat.
So does that mean Pathfinder and Revenant are immune?
Oh shit.
Like, I mean, besides that, but like I can't really find a source.
Yeah, I don't think they officially revealed him yet.
Yeah, they haven't gone into his abilities yet, as far as I can tell. Just this cool intro cinematic of him, what they do every season with a new op.
Yeah.
It's saying that he's similar to Bloodhound, that he can like, oh, he's a heartbeat sensor. Wow. And it activates while you aim down sights.
Okay.
He can send out a swarm of tiny drones that'll track enemies even through walls, and he can drop a big sphere of nanobots that'll reveal and track all enemies that are inside. Oh my god, he's just worse Bloodhound. Jesus. So you can have a Bloodhound on your team and then have Senior on your team. And then for shits and giggles, just have Valkyrie or Crypto and
yeah.
Crypto can leave his drone in the air and that'll spot targets passively.
Yeah.
This is no, why? Why do we need another wall hack? We don't. There's already hackers. This is already gonna make hacker spotting even harder. Because like Bloodhounds, they can closet hack, but only when they ping. Right? I can see that. But this dude can literally, he's a heartbeat sensor. Like, is it gonna be like to the point where it's like I can see? Wait, can I see it? Like through walls, or is it just like a sound cue? And then the nanobot, hopefully the nanobot thing is like, no, that's going to be his cue. No, that's going to be his ability. No, this is bad. He's going to be too strong.
Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. I'll probably definitely buy him.
I'm gonna play him. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna grind out some Apex coins and get him, but I feel like he's gonna he's got, like, let's see, Bloodhound, he sees you through walls only when he activates his ability. He can passively track you within like a minute, I believe. It's like he has to be within a minute he can find tracks. And then even then you have to be a good Bloodhound player to understand and track those cues. And then his ult literally just reveals people in like a blood rage type thing where they're red. Anyone that's alive is red and everything is grayscale. So you can't really see too much detail. This guy can see through walls with his Q, and he can see through walls with his ult, and he has a heartbeat sensor. I'm assuming like COD, so there's going to be some visual element. But it's only activates when you're aiming those sights. This dude has way too much utility. I'm just calling it now. He's going to be a really, really strong hero in this game. It's going to be OP, and they're going to nerf him, and then they're going to go be mad.
Yeah, we'll see. When is the... Let me see.
August 3rd.
August 3rd. There you go. You looked it up for me. Thank you. August 3rd. Catch me on twitch.tv/BlazeXInferno. We'll be playing as the new op, or well, new legend. And you'll get to see if we like or dislike this new...
Oh, we're definitely gonna like him. Like that's the thing. I'm only bitching because it's gonna be annoying to play against him.
Yeah.
And everyone's gonna be playing him. So yeah. And he's just got too much, like his synergies with other heroes is gonna just be, or legends or whatever they're calling them. They're gonna be, it's just gonna be good. You pair him up with a Bloodhound and a Crypto, he's gonna be good. Pair him up with a Revenant, and like the Gibraltar. He's gonna be good in every situation. Like no matter who you pair him up with, he's gonna be the one that's gonna be able to call out enemy teams.
Well, we'll see. Let's move on to this next topic. We got two more articles for you, and we're gonna close this up. We're gonna start with the Battlefield one, and then we'll end off the, the big shebang, the one that I'm excited for. So Battlefield, they have this mode, I guess, that's coming out. It's called Battlefield Portal. What it does is it's like a custom match that has elements from Battlefield 1942, Bad Company 2, Battlefield 3, and 2042 all in one. So from what I saw from like the little trailer, it's like you can have like the little robot dogs from 2042 shoot down fucking planes from 1942, while Bad Company 2 enemies are running around the map. It looks insane, but it looks fun.
It's gonna be great. It's basically what Halo's custom games is.
Yeah, basically
that, but instead of, all they need is a map editor, and they're good to go.
Yeah,
like that's all they need is a map editor. And they're also bringing back 13 remastered maps. and rescaled
Yeah.
for 2042. Yeah. So we're gonna get Caspian Border.
Ooh.
Yeah. You remember Caspian Border?
Hell yeah.
We're getting a lot of old maps that were good. I know we're getting some from Battlefield 4. I'll look it up to know exactly what we're getting. 2040 maps. This dead silence is not good for this podcast.
Oh, my fault. I thought you were
I'm
doing your little
looking it up.
research. Let me talk then. How do I feel about this? I'm very excited for Battlefield 2042. Super excited. I can't wait for it. It's gonna be a day one. You'll see us play it over at twitch.tv/BlazeXinferno. I'll be playing it with my boy EKnight, my boy Runia, Gundar, probably Rambo, everybody.
We're getting Battle of the Bulge from 1942. We're getting El Almond from 1942. We're getting Urca Harbor from Bad Company 2. That was a fun one.
Yeah, hell yeah.
El Paso from Bad Company 2. Caspian Border of Battlefield 3. One of my favorite fucking maps.
Yeah.
In the Battlefield series. Norshire Canals from Battlefield 3. And then 7 2042 maps.
Yeah.
So it's like
13 maps total.
Yeah, it's 13 maps total on launch.
That's not bad.
And you're getting M1 Grand, M911, the Thompson, MP40, the Stega 44, Walther, P38, K98 Sniper, Panzer Schrecker, Bazooka, and more. Holy shit. Yeah, you're pretty much getting all the guns and gadgets from all the Battlefield games.
Yeah. This game is gonna kick off the gaming season for me. I think does this come out before Metroid?
It comes out in October.
October, like the end of October, I think.
I'm pretty sure it's
Battlefield.
I feel like the 20th, I believe, if I remember.
2042 pre-order.
It comes out October 22nd, 2021.
So it comes out literally right before Metroid Dread.
But
yeah,
Dread I'm gonna be playing a shit ton of.
Hell yeah, but this is gonna be the game that pretty much kick off the gaming season for us. So like I said, twitch.tv/BlazeXinferno, twitch.tv/Couch Combat, man. Check us out. We're gonna be playing this October. You said October 23rd, right?
Yeah.
October 23rd. 22nd.
You know, it will probably be a day late because we're always late on this shit.
Hell no. I'm gonna be on it.
Playing it, but we won't be streaming it. Until
you might be right.
A day later, we might want to get our toes wet a little bit. I was gonna say the only disappointment I have for that is the fact that they're not bringing Operation Locker and Metro as maps. Because imagine 128 players on both those maps. That would have been fucking pure chaos. All right, what's the next thing? Is that it? Is that all we got?
This is our last article. We got one more. The most important. Dead Space.
Oh yeah, Dead Space.
We guessed it right.
Dead. Oh my god.
I'm mad Rambo's not here. I'm mad he's not here for this, but
just talked about Mass Effect for an hour.
Yeah, but you know, Dead Space, he needs somebody to hold his hand. You know what I mean? But we getting a remake, man, and it's I'm excited. It's gonna be in the Frostbite engine. We don't have a lot of details. We don't even have a release date. We don't have shit. We just got a trailer. And from the trailer alone, I'm excited because Dead Space is one of the best horror games ever, especially the first one. Mm-hmm. The first one is a classic. I would put Dead Space 1 in my top 20 best games of all time. That's how much I love the first Dead Space game.
It is a great game. Dead Space 2 is more psychological.
Yeah.
It's still
a good game. Yeah, 2 is still good, but
it's right up there. It's like it's very close to Dead Space 1. Dead Space 1 gets that trophy mainly because it's not an established franchise at that point.
Yeah.
Going into it, you don't really know what to expect, whereas Dead Space 2, you kind of do know what you're expecting.
Yeah, yep.
So that's why 1 is one of the best horror games. Horror games are great when they're not franchised, or
it's its setting. Like the setting of the first game is just, it's like perfect. It's like you're in a ship in the middle of nowhere.
I like the spaceport setting of 2 too.
Yeah, me too.
That's the,
like the city and shit.
Yeah, and like, you know, the Dead Space is also a fucked up game.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Fucking killing zombie babies and children.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Like, I wish Rambo was here, you know, but
well, he's probably doing push-ups in a hotel somewhere.
Well, just so you guys know, it's fucked up to doing it this way, but it makes sense. It makes sense. The new Dead Space game will only be a PS5 and Xbox Series X and S and PC exclusive. It's not gonna be PS4 or Xbox X or Xbox One X. It's not gonna be on those. So
I'm gonna say something a little controversial. Good, because after Cyberpunk,
hell yeah.
Can we, like, as much as I don't want to leave behind gamers that are stuck on older platforms
and it's not even their fault. It's not even their fault either.
It's just the fact that these types of games that get developed for all platforms end up having drawbacks that affect the entire game itself.
Yeah,
so like it's easier on the devs to develop for less platforms than it is for them to do more than that. And I'm saying good, not because I don't want to be shilling for big corporate bullshit. I'm saying good because that means the end product will hopefully come out better than it would have if it was developed for all platforms. Not saying that games that are still being developed for was it PS4 and Xbox One or Nintendo Wii U are gonna be bad. I just think that's like, you know, it's just like after Cyberpunk, it's just like hard to trust companies that develop for all platforms. Like I don't want them to send you guys like, oh man, Battlefield 2042, and it's like you guys are already going to be playing with less people and there's crossplay, but it might be a crappier game. Like it might, like, looks and feels wise. It's like, why should you spend $60 on a terrible version of a game? You know, it just sucks. Like it just feels bad to have people experience a game that you probably really like in a terrible way, and then they get turned off by it because of that.
Yeah. So if you go back to, I think it was we're on episode 9, so episode 7, I think it was the People versus Corpos. I kind of talked about how my experience with Cyberpunk is I played on the PS4. I agree with EKnight, but I feel bad saying that because, again, it's not a lot. A lot of people, it's not their fault can't move on to the next generation. I think everybody wants to.
There's a lot of like
scalpers,
financial shit that you know. Scalpers really fucking suck. They affect PC markets too. With the newer GPUs come out, they buy them up, they mark up the prices. It's terrible. Yeah,
it sucks. It sucks because you could tell, like, I know a lot of people, they're just like, I just want a PS5, I just want an Xbox Series X. And unfortunately, because of just all these circumstances, like, nobody's going to pay $900 for the PS5. Like,
no, God, no. Even I'm not, like, I was like, oh, PS5, finally. And then it's like $632. And I was like, no, I'm not buying that.
Yeah, I'm just, it sucks, but like I said on that podcast, I kind of talked about this issue a little bit because it like I said, it made me look at my PS4 a little different when I played Cyberpunk. I'm like, damn, it really is time for me to upgrade. And then I play a game like Resident Evil Village, and it looks amazing. It runs amazing. It was an amazing experience on a 7-year-old platform. And that's the issue we're getting at now, where it's like these games are becoming more ambitious. So, sadly, they can't perform as well as they do on the newer hardware versus the older hardware. Like with Battlefield, for instance, there's no way they're gonna have fucking
I think
128 fucking players on a map, and they're in a PS4, a base PS4 is gonna be able to keep up with that. There's no way. That's just gonna crash.
The draw distance on that is gonna end up kind of ruining the atmosphere of the game.
Yeah, an experience. Hell yeah.
You'll be running or driving or flying a car, and it'll pop like the map, like a whole building will probably pop in the distance, and just feel like it just kind of takes you out of it. Also, with Resident Evil, going back to that, that's a single player game. It's more linear, so it's not like Cyberpunk trying to do.
Of course. Like I think we talked about this on that podcast, of course. But at the same time, like it's just like there's nothing. Like I'm gonna say it again because I said it on that podcast. There's nothing wrong with your PS4. There's nothing wrong with your Xbox One. It's just please be wary when buying some of these newer games, like especially coming into this new gaming season we're about to be going into. New Battlefield, be wary. New Call of Duty, be wary, because it's just like you may run into a shitload of bugs, crashes, problems. I've had no crashes with any games on my PlayStation 5 since I bought it. No crashes. And I play that shit almost every day. So with that being said, like I said, just be wary with these games, because you could tell that they're all being developed with the next gen in mind. But of course, they can't cut off a very large sector of the community, because a lot of people are still playing on PS4 and Xbox One. But just be wary, man, because you're gonna run into issues, and it's not your fault. It's not your fucking fault. It's just the fact that, unfortunately, the way games move, the games are progressing so much faster. Like so much faster. Like 2 years ago, it was 4K, or 3 years ago it was 4K. Now 8K. Next we're gonna have 22K, fucking 30K. Like
it's still sitting here on my PC at like 2K, and I'm satisfied with that.
Exactly.
You don't need to go. You know, I hate when people are like, "Oh man, 8K resolution," and it's like, cool, 8K resolution on a machine that can only really do 30.
Exactly. Like it's just like
2K at 60 frames and you'll be happy. Like, you know, it's like some people, it matters so much to them on how many frames you can get, and some people matters how many fucking pixels you can put on a screen. And I care about playing the game and it looking good enough to where I can enjoy it without it being kind of annoying to me. Like, I could still play Halo 3 even though the fucking faces on all the Marines are so terrible, because the gameplay makes up for it and the art style makes up for it. So like, you pick your poison.
Exactly. Like just be the fuck wary with these new games coming out, especially if you're like, and this isn't even a jab at Nintendo. I love Nintendo, but just be careful what you buy on the Switch. I mean, if you got a PS4, you probably want to buy that game for your PS4 other than your fucking Switch. I mean, just kind of keep Switch to first party games only. Just be wary, man. Just be fucking wary. Dead Space, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. The article doesn't say PC, but it's, you know, I don't know why they do that. Rooney has said that shit. He said that shit.
It's
like,
on the Steam store page.
Yeah, they got to stop doing that shit. They got to stop saying, "Oh, it's PS5 and Xbox Series X exclusive." If it's a Series X exclusive, it's probably
it's always been a multi-plat.
I don't know why they word shit like that.
Cause I don't know. They're trying to get the console wars going again, I guess.
Yeah, that shit's dead. Like I said, play on what you want to play on. Have fun with what you're playing. Don't let anybody try to shame you into. Like I said, I'm playing a game that a lot of people would say is a terrible game. It's shit. Why would you even spend any money on it? And I'm literally telling you that I enjoy that game a lot. And it's on sale. I'm talking about Ghost Recon Breakpoint. It goes on sale a lot. No. Game goes on sale a lot. So if you want to jump in and not even have to risk anything, $10, $20, it may be worth it. Who knows? Like I said, the biggest problem, like we said on episode 7, is that it should be the people versus corporations and not the people versus people. And that's the problem with gamers. We're always trying to one up the next guy instead of just saying like, oh, you enjoy that game, that's good. Like, you ever notice like those people who come into like certain like they comment on certain YouTube videos or something? They don't even play the game. They don't even know what the game is.
No,
they
yeah,
they just want to hate just to hate.
I will literally tell you if I remember playing that game or not, and whether or not I enjoyed it or not. And then I always say this, and it's like, if you enjoy that, then you enjoy that, and that's fine.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But I think it's shit.
I think that's gonna be it for this episode. We're gonna close it on that note.
Yeah,
I think that's a good note. I think that's a good note to close the podcast on.
Yeah, we should close it, and you guys should sign up for the Halo fucking Infinite Flights.
Oh, that's right.
Sign up for that. It's Halo Insider, HaloImported.com. You sign up, you do all the things. They're gonna.
I'll put it in the description for the
first
video
flight
version.
is coming very soon, and they're doing bots only because apparently the bots are as good as the AI in older Halo campaigns. And I'm like, I'm actually excited for that because that'll make it fun to where it's like, oh, I'm online, like none of my friends are online right now, so I could just play bots and have like a similar experience against high level bots.
When does that start? When does the flighting start?
They're gonna live stream it when they show it off, and then pretty much you just gotta wait for an invite. So keep checking your email.
All right, you heard him, man. That link will be in the description of the video version. So go to the video version, check that out. Halo Infinite, really excited for that over here. EKnight is very excited for that over here. So check that out. And we're going to close this up, man. Like I said, we're going to close it up. You got any closing statements for this episode, EKnight?
Fucking subscribe to this channel, to the Spotify, to the Couch Combat channel. To everything. Subscribe to everything. You see a subscribe button, just press it.
Push it. To the limit.
No, just once.
All right.
Yeah.
Or where some of these YouTubers say, smash, break,
take a hammer.
That. Yeah.
Take a hammer to your screen and smash that subscribe button.
Yeah, I wonder how many kids fucking destroyed a monitor trying to do that shit.
I want to say none, but at the same time,
you never know.
I
watched this one Yugi tuber because I be playing Yu-Gi-Oh and shit like that.
Nerd.
Gotta throw that in there. I be playing Yu-Gi-Oh and shit. You know what I mean? That's a high-end card. I got cost, a couple $100 in my possession. You know what I mean? But he always says that shit. He's like smash. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna shout him out because fuck that. But
that's shit.
Nah, man, like shit. He ain't shouting me out. Shit.
He probably doesn't even know you exist.
That's fine. That's fine. Just know he's a Yugi tuber. All right.
Is that what they call?
That's what they call them, Yugi tubers.
Yugi tubers, not YouTubers.
No, Yugi tubers.
I think Yug tubers would be better. Yug tubers.
Me too. But
it sounds way cooler.
This has been episode 9. My closing statement is I want to thank you guys for always, checking us out, man. We got 9 episodes out already, man. Next week will be episode 10. I have a couple ideas for episode 10, but it all depends on just how this week goes. I also want to say to you guys, thanks for I know this past week I've been kind of I haven't been really active on social media or anything like that. I've been kind of taking a like a break, I guess a mental health break, you could say. Work has been mad stressful. I've been stressed the fuck out. So it's just kind of like I just want to focus on work and just relaxing. My mind is in a better place, the better space now. I'm ready to get out there, push some content out. Check the YouTube, Blazed Inferno. If you're not watching the video version, hit that subscribe button because I got some shit coming to the YouTube. Follow me on twitch.tv/BlazeXinferno. We 8 away from affiliate, man. Like I said, once we hit affiliate, it's gonna benefit you more than it's gonna benefit me. Trust me. We're gonna just, because I gotta bring my boy EKnight up. He's got to get his followers up. Goondar's got to get his followers up. So once I get to affiliate and I can start, doing different things, best believe, like I'm gonna start giving back to the community in different ways.
I'm just trying to make people laugh, bro.
I mean, me too, but at the same time, like, again, I gotta support the boys. I gotta support you guys. It's not even it's not even a money thing. It's more of just like I told you guys on episode 1, I'm trying to build a community with this shit. A Discord will be coming soon, but that's very, 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 very soon. Well, not soon, very far into the future. Once we build this community up
soon, and by soon I mean 17 years from now.
I mean, just know it's coming, man. We're just building a community right now. I'm trying to get, this little streamer thing going with EKnight, Goondar. Rambo said he wants to start. Fizzy said she wanted to start. We got a lot. We got a lot of things going on, man. So stay tuned. Like I said, subscribe to EKnight. Support my co-hosts always as much as you support me. And I just want to say thank you guys for watching. This has been episode 9 of the Infernal Gaming Podcast. And we'll see you next week.
See you guys later.
All right.